Rachel, I cannot get your chair now, I'm here. Yes. Yes, so we will need paper, pencil, and eraser for each one. And don't use it now, in a moment. Even eraser, I'm allowed. I'm very flexible. And I will tell you soon why I'm allowed. Okay. I can start talking during this because then you will not have time for lunch. So I'm come from psychodrama therapist. And the foundation of psychodrama was Moreno. And now I need to. And Moreno actually was the founder of 3 subjects that was also working together. Psychodrama, sociometry, that this is about relationship, and group therapy, that the relationship come approach in the group therapy. Like we're working on 3 of them together. We're using the group as a group, and we're using the psychodrama tool to learn about our sociometry. And the opposite, if we want to work on ourselves, we're using the group and the sociometry to use for ourselves in psychodrama. So psychodrama is the therapist, sociometry is a lot of the subject, relationship, roles, if I have any pattern or something like this. And the group therapy is combine all of it, all the 3 of them together. And what we're going to do today is social atom. What is its social atom? Social atom is a diagramma that we're going to draw here together, or a picture that represents the natures of all individuals to whom we are emotionally related. So actually, it's showing our relationship in our life. I want to say, first of all, of psychodrama, that we use a lot of here and now. So you don't need to be afraid that if you will forget someone, it means that it does not matter enough in your life and it's not significant. It's only here and now. And the second thing that, as we saw a lot of the art therapy, there is a lot of sign of everything, and sometimes you can know a lot, but in psychodrama, we use the social atom actually to bring up question, to see pattern, but to have more of awareness to the client himself, not only to ourselves. So it's not like a magician and we have a crystal ball and everything we already know. We work on it together. So now I ask each one of you to take a paper, put in a landscape, and use only your pencil. And what I will ask you to do. Just a second, I forgot to say something. So we're doing our social atom that it's here and now, and I leave it more general for you, what you would like to paint. But generally, when we're working with a group, when we're working with group that's running together a long of time, so we can do different social atom. Whatever you will choose now, it will be probably, I guess, close people. But social atom, after you will do it later, you will see that we can choose subject, or we can choose a specific environment, like all the people that I work with, only the people from my study, only the people, and then to be focusing on one subject or on one role of mine. So the different kind of social atom, the types, the other side is, as I mentioned, work or professional, that if I'm doing from people from work, family, close family, big family, group, if I have, usually when we see in psychodrama group, they're running together, so we can also see that someone have the same role for me in the group. You always remind me my mom, you always remind me my sister. So if I have group that run together for a long time, how does it seem the relationship together? Wishes, my fantasies, if there's something that I would like to bring into my life, to get closer to me. and family today. So it could be the family, the origin is the family that I come from, my parents and sisters, and in my case it's only sisters, but my family today, it's the family that I create or the family that I have today. We also have role in this family, we also have role in that family. Okay. So we have the paper. You will get, all of you, this presentation letter, so you don't need to remember anything. Pencil and eraser, and yes, you can use it. And just think for a second, who are the significant people that you have in your life now? But you don't draw people. What we're going to do is shape. And I will give you now the menu for the shape. So female, male, pet or ineptite or group. If you're transgender, gender, sorry. And people that are dead already, you will take female or male or pet or anyway, but we'll do the same shape, but we will do break line. Okay? First of all, start with yourself. Take the paper. So you are female, you will do a circle. So first of all, put yourself on the paper. And put your name inside that you will know. You can write me, that we will know this is you. And now just think, who are the other important people in your life? Where you would like to put them compared to you? Just remember the shapes for male and women. Magna, you have a question? Okay. Take your time, no need to be hurry. There's no limited and there is no the right way to do it. Rachel, don't tell him how to do. They will. They're a PhD student, they will. Don't copy. She has a lot of grandchildren. You cannot copy. She's copying. Magna, come sit next to me. You should put the names, because someone will need to talk about it. So let's see who will be my guest for today. Anyone finish? Anyone need more time? You finished, Meghna? Ah. Best student in the class. You don't need to be afraid that you forgot someone. No one will tell. Okay. So anyone is volunteer to come here and we will talk together about his social atom? Okay, come. Okay, so first let's show everyone, okay? I will show them. Everyone feel they didn't do right now. Okay. So first of all, can you see? It's okay? First of all, can you show us where you are?
Right there.
Right there, okay.
So I used initials because that was easy.
Okay, so here. Okay, can you tell us a little bit who is around you?
Okay, so firstly, I positioned myself up in the corner because I didn't want the world to revolve around me. So that's why I didn't want the world to revolve around me, so I didn't put myself in the middle. Yeah.
So for us as a therapist, it's very good observation because we will see a lot of the people. Sorry that I'm in this job, but this is part of. So we usually we're like, oh, better. Usually it will be one of the major question to show. Yeah, she put herself here.
Top right-hand corner.
But you need to just here. We call the client the protagonist in psychodrama. So she put herself as a protagonist here, and will be one of the main questions where the protagonist put himself when his location, comparing the paper, because the paper is our world. So where I see myself here in the world. Yes.
So there's a big square just off to my side, and that's my husband. And then there's a star sitting above, which is my eldest, who identifies as non-binary. So for the sake of conversation, I refer to Sam as my son, but Sam identifies as non-binary. And then I've got my twin girls, Anna and Rochelle, and they're all of my family are touching my circle. And then I've got another person who's a close friend, who's a male, also touching my circle. He is my husband's and my best friend, who is an ICU registered nurse. And because I'm a triathlete, we pick his brains a lot. And then the big dashed line that encircles me and my family is my mum. So yeah. So thank you. So I started the line connected to me and then did it all the way around to symbolise my mum, who passed unexpectedly in 2019, and her being around my family, so still really present to my family. So these here are two of my really close work colleagues. And this here is my sister, and we're relatively estranged. So she's a bit further from me. Up here is my husband's family, so we're close but not too close. over here is my team leader, who I don't have a good relationship with. So it's there. So that's my team leader. And down here, this is my grandfather who passed, who my mum was really close to. And this is my grandma down here, who she wasn't close to. And down here is my stepfather. So, yeah. And sorry, there's a really, really little square just in here. That's my dad. So that's my mum's third husband. Third time lucky, as I say. And there's also a little.
This is your dad.
Yeah, my dad. Yeah, my dad. And my stepdad. Oh, sorry, no, this is my second stepdad.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Who is your biologic dad, or if he's here?
He's not there.
He's not there.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. I actually thought about putting him in just because of the drawing earlier today, that he actually is present in my social atom at the moment, but we're estranged, so I wouldn't. Yeah. And there's another little one up here. It's got an X in it. Please do not be alarmed. That's the name of my dog, Zira.
Very friendly dog.
Yeah. So.
Okay. Mm-hmm. So, who you feel that you have the best relationship here in this map? In your life here and now?
It's really hard to pull apart my husband, my dad, and my kids. Yeah.
When you mention your dad, is the second husband of your mom?
Yeah, yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. And that's
the one.
That's him there.
Okay.
And the only reason he's so small is because I actually forgot him, and I wanted him still touching my circle. Yeah.
Okay. I would like just to pass it again, that everyone will see how it's touched. Okay. So it's very important to see two things that she chose to do. She chose to take the mom around all the family. So the relationship, it's not only with her. Like, she conclude everyone in one pile for her, that her mom is responsible for this relationship. I saw it in lately in other social atom, that the protagonist put himself with another three, his mom and his two brothers. And I asked him, what is this circle? And he said, I don't know. And I said, do you have any responsibility for this? So he said, actually, yeah, I'm the one that all the time gathering together everyone, because if I will not do it, I will not see them. So I'm the one that asking and invited. So we can see this gathering together is resembles something for the protagonist especially. And we can see also that there is the touching, the shape that you want it to be. It's not unconscious. You want it to be touched because you want it to be close to you.
Because for me, there was a definite relationship between proximity and the closeness of the relationship. Like, how I felt about someone determined the proximity of where they went on the page. Yeah.
One more thing that we can see, it's the size of the shape. So, first of all, there is the general shape that, like, if I'm drawing something and someone else draws something so big and small, it's different for different people. But we usually would like to see if the protagonist have bigger size than the other characters in his social atom. Why is that? What do you think? How do you feel with yourself compared to the other there?
It's such a good question. I wonder if what has informed the smallness of my shape is just the wrestling with the invisibility stuff this morning. So I wonder if that's informed, like, at a not necessarily conscious level, but I wonder whether that's informing the smallness. But it certainly does come down to not wanting to be
too big from the others?
Yeah, like I don't want to be the focus. Like, I'm part of this social atom. I'm not the social atom.
The social atom is the paper, actually. No, but we can see there is things that related to, like you mentioned, the feeling comparing the others. If I'm more big, what does it mean? If I'm taking more space Do I take more space from the others? If I'm step on someone else, if I will take more steps and more place in the world, how does it feel for me to be bigger than the other? And also if someone very, very, very small, so what does it mean about his impact in my life if it's very small? Can you remind me again who is here under you?
That one there, that's the family friend, that's the registered nurse.
Okay.
Yep.
And what do you can say about the relationship?
So
If it's good relationship, if it's hard relationship?
it's a positive relationship.
It's a positive
Yeah.
relationship.
Yeah.
Okay.
He's very kind to us.
So what we can see that is under the protagonist. And usually, I'm asking this, but the assuming is that we put in under us people that are support us. We can stand on them and we can be support on them. So that's what usually.
That's very accurate. Yep. He's very supportive of both Pete and I put him online with Pete. Pete's bigger because he's more important to me because he's my husband, but they support me both in very different ways. Yeah.
Okay, and Jean?
These two here.
Yeah, no, actually, this three. So you have X
Yep.
the dog. You have
So the X is Zira, bless
Yeah.
her. That's my non-binary eldest.
the Sam.
Yep.
Right.
And then this is Anna and Rochelle, my twin girls.
Oh, okay. So what do you think is there is any different by relationship with these two sisters, with you two daughters?
Yeah, yeah.
Okay.
So in hindsight, I realise it's my social atom, but what I probably should have done was drawn them closer together because they're quite close.
They're close by themselves.
Yeah, they're very
Okay.
close. They're very different girls. So Anna and I have a very similar sense of humour, so we'll be quick-witted and bounce off each other. And Rochelle is a lot more... Her humour is very different. She will deliberately try and rev you up because she thinks it's funny.
Oh, okay.
And so we have a rule. Rochelle and I have a rule, and I'll say to her, you know this negative energy that you're looking for right now to get your energy? And she'll go, yeah. And I say, you're not getting it from me. And she'll go, are you sure? And I go, yes. And she'll go, oh, bugger it, and walk off. So we have very, very different relationships, but very good relationships in their own ways.
And who's the older from your kids?
Anna by 10 minutes.
10 minutes, because they are twins.
Yeah, twins.
Okay.
Yeah.
So usually she puts Sam on her and the dog like on top of her. And sometimes it can show us that is this the people that I feel that I'm responsible of them. They're on my shoulder. I feel that I have responsible, or I think that it's not always something that I will be active, but sometimes it will be in my feeling that I feel that I need to take care of the time. I'm worried about them. I'm thinking of them more.
Yeah. I think that's quite true, particularly
For
like
Sam.
Sam being identifying as non-binary. I'm very aware of that as a marginalised group, and more at risk. So I definitely feel the weight of trying to protect
him.
one of my children. Yep.
Take care of him. And who is these two figures that around the mum?
So yeah, thank you. So that is my aunt and my uncle. My uncle was my mum's brother, and I'm very, very close to both of them.
And this is her sister.
Yeah.
Okay.
No, this is her brother and his wife.
And his wife.
Yep.
Okay. So they're also very touched to your mum.
Yeah, very attached. Yeah.
Okay.
And I put them the other side of my dad because they're not actually close to my dad, even though my dad was married to my mum.
Okay. Yeah. So we can also say that her biologic dad is not in the social atom, right? And this is also something that, as a client, we can search about it with you and think, what does it mean and why is not here? And more in the social atom, it's to see what else is here or not here, and what does it mean? What we can say about the distance from each one. If there is figures that we want us to be close, or if the figure is very, very far in my world, what does it mean? We will not open everything here, unfortunately, because the time's short. But I would like to give you the criterions for what you're looking for when you're looking for the social atom. And I'm saying again, it's open to asking. It's open to interview your client, and he will give you the answer. But it's reflection of the relationship. So we can observe with this, what does it mean together? But it shows you what is the distance from each one. Is it the distance is now because the relationship is, I don't know, under a fight or something, or this is something that we have sense, like when that is not in the map at all, not even in the other side of the paper. And if people are very close to me and are asking how the relationship now, and if maybe it's someone that I want to get closer to me. Like it's not really close, but I want him, so I want to bring him closer. So I want to show you. Yeah. Okay, so first of all, we will look at the protagonist position. Like you mentioned, where you put yourself. You can go there, yeah. So it's where you put yourself on the paper.
Thank you.
And, sorry, I forgot that. And Diane mentioned that she put herself on the side in purpose because she didn't want to take the space. This is for himself a subject to work on.
No, this is continuing. This is actually continuing the drawing before with the piece.
So we will start to look on this, and also on the size of each shape, as I mentioned. Like protagonists should be, I may say, should be a little bit bigger because he's the protagonist. And as he sees himself in the world, and I saw already protagonists that put themselves the smaller in the map, and it shows how they feel in the world. They feel small and lost. You can see a lot of figure around of them, but they are the smallest. What does it mean about how space they're taking in their life? The eraser and change. I will show you some example first, because if we will tell you cannot erase and cannot change, it sometimes put the protagonist in stress. Who I missed, now he will not be on my map, and what does it mean? And if I forget him, and he start to be very tense just because of this is not the point. You can add it later. If you forgot someone, we will figure out later why you forgot this person, but it's okay to change, and we will see soon in the example what does it mean. Overlaps. When shapes are not just touching, but really overlap, what is shown in the relationship? It's not just match. We can see there is no really separation. If I'm 25 years old and I put my dad and my dad and my mom as a part of my shape, I think it's not very healthy condition in this position of my life. How to
Only no, it's the perspective.
Something wrong? Okay. Distance. How distance is each shape from the protagonist and between of them. So what does it mean, the distance? Is it relationship that are on crisis, not far, close? There is a meaning. And absent, as we mentioned, with your father. That is. What else? What we're doing usually now, as I mentioned, so we get some interview with the client to understand. The social atom is a way to reflect our relationship map. It is not part of the expert science. So it's called social atom just on the spirit of the time that Moreno invented, but it doesn't mean that it's science at all. Working with social atom shows us the significant relationship and provide opportunity to develop the angle about the role of the client. So this is the important thing with the role. Because if we have more time and we interview our client more and more, and we can find out if there is a pattern in their relationship. I had a client that was 13 years old, has a protagonist, she'd been that small, and everyone were overlapping her parents and sister. And we can see that every every pattern in her life, she feels that the other is stronger, is smarter, is better than her. And she sees herself like very small, even a doll, that she cannot do anything. And as I know as a therapist, that this is what I need to work on her role. How can see, how in relationship she see herself as the same, as the small child that needs someone else to tell her what to do. Social atom can draw every 2-3 months to see the change. So if we're working with someone, and I'm working with social atom usually around the 4th, 5th meeting to see more things that I didn't get, and to get it more clear, because we can hear a lot of stories. And when we ask the client to put it on a paper, and he reflects this, and for us this is to see him in a better way, and say, okay, I didn't hear this name at all. Who is this one now? Mikhail. Actually, is a friend of my brother, and now we can find another one, or another person that very important, and we can find strength. So we can hear a lot of how it's difficult with this, how it's difficult with that, and then we can see another person that we didn't heard about him, and he can be the positive one, like a good friend that I have, a teacher that I love, something like this. I work with a lot of teenagers in a special education in high school, so this is my vocabulary. So we can see that if there is a change in the relationship, in the role, on anything else. And I ask him not to take a picture of this. So I want to show you why it's allowed to do eraser. So the protagonist first draw herself here. Okay? And then she start to make the shape. Dad, and this is her sister, and her sister and dad is passed away. She never met them, but everyone, her mom holding this relationship for her all the time. So she keeping hearing stories, and she have an album, and she all the time know about her sister and her dad from this story of mom. And then when she draw mom, she saw the 2 circles on the same side. And then she said, I cannot do it. And she erased mom and drew herself again. And then I asked her, why did you erase yourself? She said, I cannot be bigger than my mom. My mom needs to be the biggest in the paper, because she doing everything for me. And then later that we understand that she's doing more than just holding this relationship for her. And I asked her, what will be your wish to be in the next social atom? So it will be to be in this shape, not to be smaller than her mom. And then I asked her, okay, just put this circle again, that we will know this is your target. And by just doing this, it become better. How come? I asked her to talk about her relationship with her mom. And in psychodrama, we're using chair. So we used 2 chairs, and we brought her mom from the class and herself. And then she started to talk with her mom about that she taking all the decision for her, although she's student, 2nd degree, 20 plus. And she already started to open this. How hard it's for her, that everything she need to improve with her mom. She need the confirmation from her mom. She cannot take decision by herself, what to study, what to do, which work to choose. And already by sitting here and start to talk this new role for her, to telling her mom and say what she want to do, she already start to change her role. So it starts with the circle that I told her, put back the circle that you want to be, and put yourself in the position that you wish for yourself. And from there, we took it to psychodrama. So part of the work can be to action this social atom. We can put people to stand, if this is you, and where you want to put your mom from the social atom. So my mom is here, and my dad is here. And how does it feel for you? If someone behind you, if someone in front of you. So we can put it on the stage, and then to feel. and then to go to psychodrama if we're doing role reversal, and etc. So that's it. This is for the social atom. Thank you. Any question, or everyone is too hungry? Hungry, so you can have a question later, I'm here. You want me to sit with you for lunch?
The shapes for the
The sh-
deceased
Yeah.
is according to the gender or just the
Yes,
length?
yes, according to the gender. I just didn't want to say anything for her. She already
Oh,
make
oh,
it.
oh,
Yeah,
okay.
but it's according to the gender. Okay. Anyone else? Okay, thank you. Have a good lunch break.